I gotta get some shit off my chest, man. I was just up thinking, contemplating. I had thoughts going through my mind, and I just figured I would articulate the shit on video. But it's a lot of people on YouTube in the black community specifically, and I'm specifically addressing the black community that are under the false mindset of thinking that just because a black dude prefers non-black women, that constitutes as him automatically being a Uncle Tom, a sellout, a Uncle Ruckus. And I just want to dive into this issue, man, because I'm outspoken, I speak my mind, and I don't back down from anyone. It is what it is. I prefer white chicks, and that's what I'm attracted to. To me, white women are the most beautiful women on the planet. I don't hate black women. I'm not putting them down, but hey, I'm a man. Pussy is pussy. Women are women. And to me, they just the most attractive women. But Ice Cube is my favorite rapper of all time. Now, everyone on YouTube knows that Ice Cube is my favorite rapper of all time. Like, I am a fanatical Cube fan, man. Like, I grew up idolizing Ice Cube. Got all his albums. When Boys in the Hood, the movie, dropped in '91, me and my homeboys, man, was so fascinated with Boys in the Hood. Like, we would literally drink 40 ounces of beer and be on the porch reenacting a Doughboy and, everybody on the porch or whatnot, But anyway, man, I can laugh back at that shit. Now, I was a little young kid. I was like, shit, a young kid back in '91 or whatnot. But people constantly point out, like, how you date white chicks and Ice Cube is your favorite rapper or whatnot. Two songs in particular, and y'all know, like, for the Tupac fans that's fanatical about Pac, I'm the same way about Cube, man. But anyway, they bring up two songs in particular. They talk about Cave Bitch, and they talk about Be True to the Game. Now, this is some shit that I want to analyze right here. Now, if you listen to the lyric, and I know all the Cube lyrics, man, like every album, all that stuff, like I know his lyrics like up and down, left and right or whatnot. But in Cave Bitch, he was talking about not being attracted to white women. He didn't say anything in Cave Bitch about a black dude that dates a white female being a sellout. He was just saying white chicks aren't his cup of tea. He doesn't prefer them. He prefers a sister and all that kind of stuff. And people say, well, how can you listen to that song and like white chicks? Well, number one, Ice Cube is a grown-ass man. Even though he doesn't prefer white women, he's still my favorite rapper of all time. I don't care who he's married to or who he chooses to procreate with, have sex with, whatever. That's him. He was just saying in Cave Bitch, if you listen to the lyrics of that song, he doesn't prefer white women. He didn't say anything about a black dude or black men in general who prefer non-black women to be Uncle Toms or sellouts. That's number one. Number two, another song that they point at off the classic Death Certificate album when Ice Cube made the song Be True to the Game. Now, they point at the part of that song when the black dude was driving in a Mercedes in a luxury car. No, it was a BMW. He was driving in a BMW drop top with the blonde white chick. And then people point at that part of that video and they say, haha, you a Uncle Tom, you a sellout. Look, Cube was calling these type of dudes out in this video. Now check this out. I'm going to tell y'all how all that went over y'all head. How, if you analyze the lyrics and you pay close attention to it, that ain't even what Cube said in that song. He said, you put on your suit and tie and your big clothes. You don't associate with the Negroes. You want to be just like Jack, but Jack is calling you a nigga behind your back. So back off, genius. I don't need you to correct my broken English. Basically, a chocolate dip white dude. A motherfucker that's black that's trying to incorporate himself in white society and totally disassociate himself from the black community. Basically a Clarence Thomas. Clarence Thomas is a black dude married to a white chick on the Supreme Court. Made it high through the ranks using affirmative action and then pulled a Benedict Arnold and turned his back on the black community. That's a Uncle Tom. That's a sellout. And this motherfucker is under the robe, has the gavel, and has the authority to pass laws and legislation that can fucking harm the black community, which he's done. That's an Uncle Tom and a sellout, because this motherfucker can affect people's lives. Now, once again, when y'all point out that be true to the game, Cube said in that song, you put on your suit and tie and your big clothes. You don't associate with the Negroes. So he's saying it has nothing to do with him dating a white chick. It has to do with him dating a white chick, thinking he's white, and saying fuck the black community. I don't want to have shit to do with y'all Negroes. That's what an Uncle Tom and a sellout is. So basically, if you listen to that song, he's talking about black folks who think they white, who who forget where they come from, and they just say middle finger to y'all niggas, fuck y'all. That's what he's talking about. And I had a lot of these trolls and a lot of people in the black community on YouTube. MOV went through the same shit. I mean, my little brother, another popular YouTuber, made a video about this a while back, the Man of Vision. How people was coming to his channel saying, oh, you know, you an Uncle Tom and a sellout. You know, you only date white chicks or whatnot. Like I said, bro, it comes down to personal preference. And people say all the time, how can you idolize Ice Cube and Cube made these songs about white chicks and all that? That doesn't take away from his artistry, from his lyricism. To me, Cube, bottom line, is the top lyricist ever, all time. The dude wrote all the lyrics for NWA. He lived everything he rapped about. It's just, I respect his writing skills, his lyrics. He wrote movies. It's just, to me, Cube is always going to be on top, period. So like I said, who he chooses to be, if Cube fucks with black women, he's married. I know him and his wife been married for like 20 some years. His son, OMG, is a phenomenal MC. Like, he got his dad's genes or whatnot. I just respect the artistry of the man. Now, going by y'all logic, that's like saying if you got a favorite actor of all time, and a lot of people, like white folks, if you go to listen at white people when it comes to politics or whatnot, they love a lot of Hollywood liberals who they're fans of on the screen, but they think they just totally off and don't know shit about politics and don't fuck with them when it comes to the political arena. So that, with all that being said, just because you like what someone makes as far as like music and lyrics and all the stuff that they done, you can respect their body of work, but not necessarily agree with everything that they put out there. You know, like, I love Cube. He the best rapper of all time to me, but you know, he prefers black women. That doesn't take away him being the greatest rapper of all time in my eyes. He just prefers black females, and that's cool. But I just had to make this video because I got tired of people saying, oh, you know, you prefer Ice Cube and you think how do you believe he's the greatest rapper of all time? But he making these songs about black dudes that date white chicks and calling them Uncle Toms and sellouts and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, these people don't know what the fuck they talking about. Because if you listen to Cave Bitch and you listen to Be True to the Game and you analyze the lyrics, he never once said in Cave Bitch or Be True to the Game that if you're a black dude dating a white chick, that alone qualifies you to be an Uncle Tom or a sellout. He never once said that. If you listen to the lyrics of Be True to the Game, he said if you say fuck the black community, and you turn your back on your own race, and you say fuck your own people, you turn your back on your own people, that's an Uncle Tom. That's a sellout. A black dude that, like I said, like, I prefer white females or whatnot. Everybody I care about is black. The majority of my friends and my homeboys, everybody I kick it with, is black. So I never turned my back on the black community. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit that I want to talk about, but, you know, I don't want to talk about stuff I done to try to portray myself to be in a good light on a video. because it'll come across as just like I'm trying to, try too hard and prove myself to people. But my loved ones, my friends, everybody I kick it with, they're black. You know what I mean? I just prefer white females. I love white pussy. It is what it is. I'm just attracted to the hair, the eyes, the features. I just prefer white females. That's what I'm attracted to. At the end of the day, that doesn't define me as a man, as a human being, and as a person. You know what I mean? I love black people. I love being black. It's just I'm attracted to white females. It is what it is. So with that said, that's it, man. I just had to get that shit off my chest. I got tired of people coming at me saying, "Oh, well, you love Ice Cube and Cube your favorite rapper all times. Nigga, did you hear Cave, bitch? Did you hear True to the Game?" Heard them songs literally thousands of times. But I don't think y'all heard them, because if you truly heard the lyrics and you analyzed the lyrics, he never said that shit. And Ice Cube, his mentor is Ice-T. I don't know how many fucking interviews Ice Cube done saying, well, Ice-T is the one that originated this gangster rap shit, because he paved the way for NWA when Eazy-E was selling dope and came up with the money to create Ruthless Records, and Cube was writing all the lyrics and shit. Ice-T is with fucking Coco. So if Cube really had this whole radical view of black dudes with white females, how come? And this was well after Ice-T had been with Coco. Cube done an interview with him on that documentary that Ice-T made. What was the name of that shit? The Art of Rap. He interviewed him then. He done concerts and shit. The Juggalos and the Juggalettes or whatever, saying with that whole Soulja Boy thing, how these little young niggas talking about Ice-T when he a OG in the game, like he laid the foundation before we even came out. So if Cube really had hatred in his heart for black dudes being with white chicks, how come he would still be big up in Ice-T? That shit don't even make sense. They don't even go together. But yet he talks about Ice-T being a fucking pioneer for the hip-hop game. He praising them, giving him big ups. They still cool. So like I said, bruh, because the thing is, Ice Cube had a father and a mother in his life. He don't smile. The motherfucker got a stone cold poker face, and he carries himself like a man. He's not worried about who the next man is fucking. You notice that a lot of these niggas that say, oh, you an Uncle Tom, you a sellout, blah, blah, blah. To me, that's kind of homosexual, because why would you be worried about who the next man is fucking? If somebody fucking a white girl, I mean, how's that affecting you? You know what I mean? So Cube is a man. He carries himself like a man. He ain't worried about who the fuck Ice-T fucking. He got money. He got his wife, his family, his beautiful kids. If he had this whole pussy ass, moist, radicalized view like a lot of these trolls on YouTube, he would have said fuck Ice-T. But he didn't. They still cool, because that's what men do. Men don't worry about who the next man is screwing. They got other shit to do with their time in their life. I'm up.